Okay, it's the morning of day 4. Last night stayed in what is called a riad, which is like an old townhouse, little hotel in the middle of the Medina. But yeah, this is Essaouira in the morning. Okay, just heading out of Essaouira. About 40 miles to do today, a bit easier. And the Medina's not quite as busy in the morning. So taking the main road out of Essaouira. Quite busy, but plenty of room. Cars giving me plenty of room. Should be turning off onto a smaller road once I get over the top. Well, there's actually some cloud today. Feeling a bit cooler, but absolutely lovely. Perfect temperature for cycling. And cycling through the forest. Didn't expect to see a forest here, but it is getting a bit greener. Wait a minute, a few drops of rain. I think we're right on the edge of a little bit of a showery area. There's some clouds over to the right in more of the mountain area, so I think we're going to miss it. But yeah, a bit of a shock to the system. Well, this has been a lovely morning. Bit of a change riding through a forest. Very dry, arid forest, but still, it's beautiful. And they've resurfaced the road. Absolutely fantastic tarmac. Here we go, look at this. Just been cycling with a guy from Germany for the last hour or so. He's cycled all over the world. It's been fun chatting to him. Wow, that's an amazing view coming around that corner. Woohoo! Amazing! So just turned off slightly more inland, not too far. It's a lovely little road. It takes me through the forest before looping back out again. Absolutely stunning. Whoa, whoa! Okay, I've now got a proper rain shower. The last one, I got about 50 drops on me. This one looks like it's going to be a bit more. I'm about 5 miles from destination today. Plus, my rear gear cable snapped about 5 miles ago. Luckily, it's been fairly flat. And it should be dropping back down to the coast now, so I'm going to push on with my 2 front gears, chain rings, and look at putting a new gear cable on when I get to the place tonight. I have got a spare cable with me. Okay, so dropping down to the coast. I'm staying down there somewhere. One of those places. There are puddles. I was not expecting that in Morocco. Okay, we're here at the hotel, and Bernard actually ended up at the same hotel, even though we went slightly different directions. So got the bike on the operating table and just found the broken end. Managed to pull that out. Where was it? Here. So that snapped. Managed to find it, pulled it out. Now I'm going to pull the cable out, hopefully put the new one in, and that will work. Fingers crossed. Worked out how to get it through the cable in. Got it through the internal cabling, and it's popped out the other end. So now we've got the easy bit. Woohoo! So I thought I'd better take the bike for a little check, make sure the gears are working, and it seems all good, which is a relief. So I'm just going to go down to the local village down by the sea, just over there. Big seas out there, huge waves, and a really cool water spout coming up there. Absolutely amazing. Swept, exposed, very local fishing fleet. Imagine they don't get out that often because they're straight into massive waves there. Well, just about to start day 5 of this trip. What a great night's sleep last night. Lovely quiet spot. Sleeping in there. No traffic, no barking dogs for a change. A real bonus. And another lovely tagine last night. Just had a good breakfast. And heading off for about 50 miles along the coast to a place called Safi. So it should be fairly easiest day, hopefully. No big hills, and the sun's out again. Okay, here we go. A little bit of rough track to get back to the road. Okay, well, this is going to wake the legs up this morning. Straight into a little short steep climb. So back up onto the coast road. Be following this all the way, pretty close to the coast today. We're about 12 miles in today. Nice road actually, but got a headwind. Not super strong, but enough to make a difference. Okay, I've just caught up with Bernard again. He set off a little bit for me. Here he is. He's looking strong. So we're about 16, 17 miles in out of 50. So it's going well. The wind's not too strong. Not like Patagonia, as Bernard said. Yes. Very much a rolling up and downy type of day today. No massive hills, just continuous gentle up and downs. So this is the Moroccan version of the Cotswolds. Look at the dry stone walling. Slightly different colour. The ground is a bit drier, but the actual stone walls look quite similar. Well, the soil is definitely better the further north you go. People are actually able to grow a bit more stuff here. Just coming into another little town. It's pretty busy as usual. I think this is the local taxi rank. It's horses and carts everywhere waiting to take people to the villages, I think. Yeah. We're just going to grab a coffee somewhere. Okay, just making the tea. Yeah. Pour it in. I put the mint and the sugar in the tea. And you put it back in. And you do that 4 times. Okay, good. Okay, we've just stopped for a bit of refreshment. Local Moroccan tea, sitting at a really nice little cafe with the locals and watching everything go past. Dropping back out towards the coast. Quite a decent sized river coming out here now. First sight of that. Guess what I've just seen crossing the road? A reptile. Actually little tortoises. Another cheeky little climb. So this little chap was just about across the road, so I'm going to pick him up and save him, put him over on the safe side of the road. And there he goes. Okay, we're just down by the sea now, and we're going to find somewhere for some lunch. So we're having fish for lunch over there. Oh. And that's how you do it. And there we have the goats coming through. Okay, we have some sort of fish for lunch. It's just been well and truly barbecued, but actually looks pretty good. We'll climb after lunch. So that is Safi ahead, which is where we're heading today. Okay, arrived in Safi. Now we've got the fun of trying to find the accommodation. It's crazy here. Crazy. So this apartment was about £27, about, what's that, 31 euros, which is pretty typical of what I've been paying on this trip, which is why I didn't bother bringing the camping gear, because it's such good value and makes life a little bit easier. I know it's luxury, but has been very cold at night as well. So yeah, this is kind of what you get for that kind of money over here. So definitely worth just going from sort of little accommodation to accommodation. Okay, just about to head out for day 6 of the trip. Been staying in Safi and heading for Oualidia. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, probably something like that. But yeah, so again, it's probably about 40 miles, so not a crazy day, but there is rain forecast this afternoon. So let's see how that pans out. But I had a really nice little apartment last night, overlooking the sea. And the plan is to ride with Bernhard again today. He'd already booked a different apartment. So we just met up for some dinner last night, and yeah, had quite a nice little meal, watching the sun go down. At the moment it's looking pretty good. Just going to ride into the middle of town first. There's a giant tagine, which apparently is worth seeing in the middle of a big crazy roundabout. I guess their version of the Arc de Triomphe, but I'll go and have a look and see what it's like, and grab some breakfast on the way. So I left the bike in the garage last night, and I'm up on the top. I was on the top floor, so I had to take all the bags off
She's a bit of a fiddle, and now I've got to put them all back on again before heading out.
Well, I'm approaching the giant tagine. It's actually not as giant as I thought it was going to be, but still, it's a cute little thing. So this is where we're going to meet Bernard, and he's just turned up, bang on time. He's got a funny little fact about this tagine actually.
Yeah, I read about this that apparently you can use it, and one day they put 3.5 tons on sardine in it and had a big festival here. It's incredible.
3.5 tons of sardines. I bet that smelt a bit ripe, but yeah, good fun. Excellent fact. So we're just taking a look at the Portuguese forts before we leave town. Ah,
Sorry?
you're closed?
Yes.
Okay, pardon.
Okay, 1917.
Oh yeah. So apparently it's closed for restoration. So we just got thrown out. Okay, we're just making our way out of Safi now. And then the obsession with breakfast carries on. Find somewhere just on the edge of the city. So I've climbed up out of Safi from the small coast road all day today. And the weather is changing. The rain is forecast about 1 o'clock. So I'm hoping to get as far as possible before that. Because the weather's changed, the wind has changed. We've got a lovely tailwind. Just going along at 20 miles an hour at the moment. Okay, it is slightly downhill, but pretty easy at the moment. So hopefully the wind will stay on our backs all day, make life a bit easier. Well, this is a fantastic coast road, really cranking along as well. It would be absolutely stunning if the weather wasn't cloudy, but can't complain. Getting pushed along with the wind pretty nicely. It's still nice to have a cooler day today. So that's the destination today, Oualidia. Don't know how you pronounce it. That's what it looks like, and that's where I'm coming from. This is the way the wind is blowing. How cool is that? Okay, just coming into Agadir, which is just over halfway today, and it's supposed to be a cafe on the roadside somewhere where I'm going to wait for Bernard. He's travelling quite a bit slower than me, more loaded up, but I'm guessing he'll probably be at least 10 minutes behind, so hopefully I can meet up with him here. So the cafe turns out to be absolutely superb. A lovely view out the back of the ocean. And Bernard's arrived. He's ordered the same as me. So there wasn't a lot of choice, no. Okay, we seem to get every one of these meals you get
the cheese. Kind of not light cheese, it's like a white pulpy thing, but yeah, I will be eating it.
So the rain that was forecast just started to arrive, absolutely bang on time. I've got the old rain jacket on. Probably another 15 miles to do today, and with the tailwind should hopefully be about an hour or so. Well, as a cyclist, we do obsess about the roads. This road is absolutely unbelievable. It's like the best tarmac ever. So I've just been to a coffee shop. They're very helpful in the coffee shop. Phoned the place up and they've sent their daughter over to get me. So I couldn't find the place. So we're now going to the little hotel. I bought the guy a coffee in the shop, for his help. Really, really friendly guys.